is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Carpenter throwing middle, and it's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Off play action. Carpenter. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw again. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I was brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 24 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early goings. He hit 2 of his first 5 passes with a big third down coming up. He's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league. Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Now 4th down and 1.
They'll run it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carpenter. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Carpenter. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bennett. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack. And he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Off the play fake. Carpenter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Carpenter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a give, right side. McGill. Oh, some strong running. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals 47.
Off play action. Carpenter. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On second down, it's Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the midfield stripe, back. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and work for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A much-needed boost defensively there. I mean, that really one of the first things that's gone right for him in this first half.
No question about it, partner. We've seen this before. You've got an offense that doesn't have any points yet. Go out and make a play on D. Then you head back to the sideline saying, we got you the football back. Now let's see what you can do with it.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. McGill, and he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. McGill, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Panthers at 10-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds?
Looking to throw on second down. Carpenter. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eluding, and he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on second down. Carpenter. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers are back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Carpenter. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
A final shot before break. Carpenter firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
Okay,
we were certainly
Coach,
treated to an entertaining first
this
half.
One's still
Both these teams with high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Throwing on first down. Carpenter. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. McGill. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Carpenter. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carpenter. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now this throw caught left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Cards go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. The Carolina offense about ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Bennett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Carpenter. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, They look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to a back. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This taken in right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carpenter will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Up the middle they go. McGill. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. to throw on second down. Carpenter, he finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Panthers first down.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They run the counter. McGill, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win, and the defense is coming in.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
But don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number is going to go sky high.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Back to throw. Carpenter. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Looking to throw on second down. Carpenter. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Carpenter. He finds his man. Complete. It's Sanchez. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Carpenter. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this swung lead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And inside give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he comes back with 1 complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The give is to Jones. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Jones. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The give to Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that NC going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Panthers down by 10. A little under 1:50 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10.
Number 33. A gain of 5.
To throw on 2nd down. Carpenter. Pass complete. It's Scott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Carpenter. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanchez. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carpenter. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st down, Carpenter. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League.